Behold, ladies and gentlemen, unearthed from the realms of obscurity, it's Mania for the Game Boy.
What?
What is this?
It's an interesting piece of
Jinx, you owe me a soda, Sealy.
Aw.
Anyway, this is a rather interesting little game, for it is one of the rare few Game Boy games developed by Mr. Miyamoto himself.
Nah,
Huh.
a baby mole is kinda cute.
The sprites look kinda cute.
Dude, look at that mole. Oh, I was gonna say, dude, look at that mole on the right.
Wake up,
getting
wake up, we
down.
gotta go.
Come on, kids, time to go back in the hole.
Wait.
Oh, God!
Buddy. You're not getting the children.
Ow!
Jumpman, is that you?
He's stealing the babies.
No!
Yep, he's stealing all the babies, and he
And
just
the mother.
takes the mama.
And the mama.
That's kind of dark, actually.
Yeah.
And leaves a ransom note for a bunch of moles.
Who's that in the background?
That's an old man mole.
Yep, old man mole. And here's our hero, Money Mole. Your wife and kids are mine. If you want them back, come visit me in Jinbei Land. I'll be waiting.
Wait. So, an old mole man, would that be a mold man?
Yes.
Maybe. So yeah, Mole Mania is it's a rather oddball little puzzle game, but honestly, it's got a bit of a charm to it. So here's how it all starts.
Wonder why it's called Jinbei Land.
His face is everywhere. Welcome. Hey, Furball, my 7 lackeys have your family. Come and get them if you can. I'll be waiting.
I mean, I will say the first one for a Game Boy game is some pretty good animations.
Oh yeah, like this is a pretty late Game Boy game.
Here you are! I'm Kangaroon. I'm the first boss! Be ready, hop hop!
So, Mole Mania was released pretty late into the Game Boy's lifespan, right around 1996.
Huh.
And, well, yeah, it's a... Oh!
Dig like a maniac. Proceed to burn underground. Muddy moves well underground. Wait, her name is Muddy?
Yeah, Muddy Mole, that's his name.
Okay. Dig.
So yeah, like a mole, you go digging underground, and, well... It's pretty simple. Just dig to where your heart's content. But be aware of obstacles like stumps and rocks.
Okay. I was gonna say, what happens if you were to dig? What happens if you were to try and dig where a rock totally was underground?
Let's just say Muddy won't take too well to that. Oh, my aching head.
Unfortunately, if I pause like this, the ground is too tough to burrow. Oh, so that. Oh, well, I guess that answered my
Okay.
question.
Thank you, Grandpa.
So you need to actually. This is actually like you have to pay attention. You need. Ow.
Ow.
You need. So you have to pay attention.
With the press of the B button, you can actually look overhead before you dig yourself out. Now, do be
that's
aware
nice.
that whatever holes you made, they pretty much stay there until you reset the level.
Wait, so are you allowed to dig back through a hole you've already dug through, or dig?
Oh yeah,
dug
you can. In fact, that's kind of
Little sound effects.
it's kind of necessary if you want to get through most of this game.
Push or pull the black ball. If you drop it in the hole, see what happens. And this is just some
Surprise.
random grandpa mole.
Yep, Grandpa Mole's left all these signs all across Jinbei Land to give us a bit of a advantage in this rather weird game of his.
I see. Oh, you want to grab it? Oh, okay, that's clever. So now you have to pull it by hitting the grabbing the B. Okay. So wait, so you said this was something that Miyamoto himself designed?
Yep, it was.
You looked like a bean there for a second.
Whoa! But with superpower, you can
Yeah,
fold.
right there.
By the powers of Atlas, I will chuck this ball and, well, progress. But, yeah, Miyamoto designed this game. I want to say it's one of the few, if not the only game he designed for the Game Boy, which is kind of weird, all things considered.
Block enemies with boulders. Okay, so you can't actually attack your opponents.
Actually, you can. Though, if you want to just be a dickhead, you could also lock them up in a position like this.
Oh, you can't squish them? That's a bummer.
No.
Well, you can kick them.
Oh, that works.
Holy crap.
Okay then. This is a pretty advanced movement for a Game Boy game.
Oh yeah, Muddy's pretty lethal when it comes to his repertoire of abilities.
And also, apparently, there are now dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah, Jinbei Land's got all sorts of weird commodities like evil Yoshis.
Oh yeah. See, I mean, I'll admit this isn't as like.
Can we call them Aishois?
Eh?
He's trying to Yoshi reverse.
Oh,
No,
gotcha.
Isoi.
I mean-
or Isoi, that is it. Isoi.
Isoi.
I think.
So the main. Oh, here we go. Open the exit.
Okay, so you can blast the wall with the ball. Okay.
And that's pretty much your main objective when it comes to these levels: breaking down these blocks with these black balls.
Oh, yeah. Oh jeez.
These monsters won't stand a chance when I go to. Oh, never mind.
Read every single sign. All right, get going. But so, this isn't as crazy as this isn't as crazy as the whole Ivy the Kiwi in terms of famous developers doing little pet projects. But
oh yeah, no. Like again, it's like it's as far as Game Boy games are concerned, it's got some pretty nice quality to it, and we're at our first safe spot.
That statue is of Jinbei taking a leak.
Yeah.
You got it.
On my side, help me all. I will cover your hearts for you, so just relax. Oh, health? Okay. Thank you, old
oh my god, you're right.
I want more.
That's
Give me more.
disturbing.
Don't get too greedy with the hearts. We're not right now. Come back later.
Oh, I want the hearts now.
I'll come back.
I didn't raise you to be a greedy son of a bitch.
Are you okay,
Off he
Silly?
goes.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'll come back later.
He was just making a thing. Yeah.
But aside from the black balls, we also got cabbages. Now these have a little more value to them than the black balls. Observe.
If you drop 5 cabbages in a hole, you'll get 1 heart. From me, because I'm hungry. Thank you.
You jerk.
Yeah, for some reason my voice is a little deeper than usual right now.
Alright.
Well, make the most of it what you will, but don't worry. These monsters won't stand a chance when I go into maximum overdrive!
Those boulders almost look like roses.
Hey, we can create our own holes.
Kia!
Okay. Careful. Oh yeah. Dunk.
He guys just suplexed that in.
Yep, he did.
Oh yeah.
Well, again, Mother Mole's a lethal motherfucker. I mean, granted, he can't do much unless he has some sort of object like a cabbage or a ball, but I mean, he's a resourceful little guy.
He's a baller.
Exactly.
So how? Well, what was that? It's a map.
Dummy.
Thank you. Go to the menu to use the map. You can only have use it in that level. 5 for each level. So, oh yeah, how long are these? I can gather that there's like 7 or 8 levels, but how long are the levels themselves?
The levels themselves are a bit lengthy. I mean, granted, they're pretty deep. They're puzzle games, and well, there are only 8 of them. I guess they had to stretch out the game time for whatever it's worth. And
Right.
I mean, again, all things considered, not too bad.
Alright, I can see that. I can see how it is.
I like how his nose was out there.
Yep.
I'm liking this actually. I'm liking the visuals, I'm liking the whole mechanic of the
And
digging
suplex.
here. Oh, yeah!
That being said, I do feel bad for this game, because when it didn't really get much publication or whatever when it was released. Like, out of all of Miyamoto's games, this is easily, like, the one that nobody even knows exists.
Oh, probably because it was at the very end of the Game Boy's lifespan.
Well, kinda, sorta. Like, this was before the Pokemon craze happened, like, 2 years later. And I guess puzzle games like these on the Game Boy were starting to be a little passé, and, well, this isn't exactly Mario, and so he's not quite as marketable.
Pokemon came out in 1995 in Japan, 1996 in
Yeah.
I thought it was 1996 Japan, 1998 America.
Okay.
No,
Was it 1998?
I'm pretty sure it was 1996.
Here,
Might want to do your research then, because I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
let me see.
Wait,
Hold on, I'll do it.
Alrighty.
No, I got
Okay.
it. Okay, Japan 1996, North America September 1998.
Called it.
Are
Fine,
these
then
fish people?
I'll just fucking go. Bye.
Who are
Matt,
the
don't be petty now.
What are with the blackface creature? Ow. The blackface creatures.
They're just thugs.
Huh.
I mean, that's all I can tell. They're pretty much thugs.
Was there controversy with that at all?
Not really.
possibly.
Again, this game. Again, nobody remembers this game existed up until its re-release on the Virtual Console. Actually, speaking of which, Mole Mania was re-released at a very interesting time for the Virtual Console service.
Oh,
Like-
it was on Virtual Console?
Oh yeah, it was on the 3DS Virtual Console, and I know it was pretty. They kind of made a big deal out of it because they released like five really big quote-unquote Game Boy games at the time. I mean, there was Mole Mania, there was this one game called Tumble Pop, there was Kid Icarus Myths and Monsters. Fourth game I don't even remember off the top of my head, and the fifth game out of all of them was good old Wario Land.
The location of a boss or bonus stage will appear on the map. Ooh, sonar.
Pretty much our compass.
Okay, let's try it out.
All right, just go to your map. And there you go.
Bonus in the right spot. Okay, boss. Okay, we're getting close.
Oh yeah, we're not too far from our end goal. He shall reunite with his babies just yet.
Still, that is actually that is surprisingly dark to have seen. Where? Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Okay, thank goodness.
Oh boy.
So that was actually surprisingly dark to see happen. Where? Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
It was surprisingly dark to see happen. Where? Okay, it's a health potion. Thank you. That the mother hides the babies, terrified, tries to defend them, and gets bonked on the head with a hammer.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she's a mole. It wouldn't matter much to a jackass gardener like Jinbei.
Gosh dang it, Jinbei.
Who I swear when you look at his box art, he looks like he belongs in a Mario game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe, I almost wonder if that was like some sort of satire or something, or...
Beats me. I mean, honestly, now that I think about it, he kind of reminds me of, Foreman Spike from, Wrecking Crew.
Oh yeah.
AKA the one Mario rival nobody remembers.
So, wait, are we allowed to get... Wait, I noticed that we only have one heart, even though we've been getting all of these, like, multiple hearts. Do we only have one heart?
Basically, the one heart there, you have like 4 hits to your name, and then afterwards you, well, go down to Pooper.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Careful. Oh yeah.
And whenever you score 4 cabbages, you get one refill. So make the most of that if you can.
That's good.
And well, try not to be too reckless, like me.
Oh no!
I'm trying my best here. Fuck this.
You're kind of pinned. I was gonna say you were kind of pinned in there.
Yes, I was.
Close one.
I almost became a dinosaur's lunch.
Alright. What was I gonna say? Okay, careful. What's this?
A helping hand.
Surrender. You can pass through the exit for just one time.
Wow.
But it won't be cleared. Okay, so this allows us...
Basically, this is your get out of jail free card.
Are we allowed to clear? Are we allowed to... Wait. So what happens if we... Nice. What happens if we... So what happens if we... Thank you. So what happens if we do not clear a stage before we leave it?
Well, I think a better way of putting it is that the surrender card is basically it'll automatically, like, you can technically pass through the puzzle you were going through at the time.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought that's like, ooh, what helpful trick, what helpful skill would I learn this time? Surrender. Oh, well, okay then.
I do believe this is our entrance to our bonus game. First, let me clear path so I can get out of here.
Yee.
So what do the X's mean?
The X's, you can't dig through them.
Oh.
What's
What?
that?
That mark is an entrance to a bonus stage. There's one for each level.
Have fun!
Oh boy.
Let me just go ahead and check this cabbage over there, and I'll go ahead and check out that little star on the grass.
By the sacred
So now we get to play a game with good old Jinbei. Drop the cabbages in the holes within the allotted time and win. If you leave even one, I win. Yeah, let's just say that Jinbei's a cheap motherfucker. Observe.
He's getting rid of her whole... Ow! Ow! Ow!
Animal
Jeez.
cruelty at its finest.
I was say, goodness, even Bowser was just like, yeah, no, just screw it. Just screw it all. Just whack it. No,
Whack them all.
it's almost more brutal than how Bowser just does like a single jump. He just repeatedly whacks you with a trowel. Or a hoe, I guess. Yeah, a hoe.
And we're done.
Wow.
I didn't feel a thing. Rats, you win, Furball. Here's the 20 points I promised.
And Muddy Mole left a stronger man, albeit the hoe currently rammed into his back. He just walked. What if he just was walking around with his hoe just like sticking out of his back now, just kind of waving like, yeah, I wonder, something feels so heavy.
That's a pretty fucked up battle scar, if you want my opinion.
Well, he earned it at least.
Oh, yeah.
I love how they're all synchronized here.
Oh no, they went through extensive training to be this choreographed. So let's go ahead and read our left sign before we end the part.
What you gonna do? Kangaroon is the boss here. Watch his shadow and place push pins where he lands. Ow.
What?
Yeah. This isn't totally gonna be E-rated.
Kangaroon's gonna probably jump really. So I'm starting to see why this didn't get a more. Now this was released in the States, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, again, as far as I'm concerned, it pretty much got an international release!
Wow.
Okay.
But other than that, like, I don't know. Like, this was right around the time when the N64 was starting to become a bit of a thing, and, well, the PS1's already going into its first year in the States, so it just kind of fell on deaf ears.
Aw.
No,
Which sucks, because, again, this is a fun
It's
puzzle
so
game.
weird. It's so long ago, but right now, to me, it doesn't really feel like it's been that long.
Yeah, like, all things
There we
considered,
go.
there's so many IPs that Nintendo could revive. I don't think anyone would... You're late! I got tired of waiting, so I left my kangaroo for you to play with.
Oh god.
I love how he buffs his chest out with pride. I was like, I did it! Anyway.
Yeah, Mole's very proud of himself. Anyway, here's our first boss.
Oh.
Kangaroo.
There you are, Matt. What? Oh! Careful. Follow the shadow.
Why am I
Then-
suddenly thinking of
until he
Ricky
hops.
from the Oracles games?
Ow!
Wow.
Oh!
My ass!
Help! So that's just it. We just have to follow the. Oh, thank you, parts. Well, we just wasted them, but
Yeah, well, I don't need him. This boss is pretty pathetic. Especially when he starts throwing his apples, you just hide in the holes.
Where's it going? Oh, up, up. Yeah, this is like. So, but yeah, I can see it's working. Matt, what do you think about this as a puzzle game so far?
Seems interesting.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Translation, why am I here again?
Oh. Is it tile-based or free movement?
It's tile-based.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
there we go.
Wow. The sound.
Third time's the harm, they say. What
Make
was
the
a charm?
pose. Make the pose.
No pose. Just a happy family reunion.
That's a huge cabbage.
Seriously.
And inside the cabbage, we find a baby.
Aww.
Daddy's home.
Yay!
No, that's too cute. Oh, look at it.
Throw him.
Oh,
I
no.
knew it.
Oh,
Too
jeez.
high.
Ow.
Ah,
Eee.
That was sweet.
it's good.
That was nice. Well, there you go.
So yeah, with that said, wait, 98 points. Oh, I missed a cabbage. That's why.
Aww.
Dang.
What happens if you get 100?
That's pretty much it. You completed the level.
Alright.
And with that, we've already gained access to all of our other levels.
Oh. Alright then.
Like, after level 1, they pretty much give you the option to pick whichever ones you want.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
cool.
ice levels, and we have to drop a lot of noticing a lot
What
of
is
forest
this?
and
Is that a
tropics.
snow level?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 snow levels. And like I said before, like,
Legus, you had to defeat all of them to get to the last one.
but
Yep.
of course.
Yeah, rescue the babies, then rescue the wife.
So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our look at on Mole Mania for the Game Boy. Again, if you guys are interested, it's available on the 3DS Virtual Console, and I know there's plenty of Nintendo IPs that people have been clamoring for a revival of. I think this one's due for one too. Like Miyamoto's one time in the Game Boy industry should not be forgotten.
I could see this one, and yeah, if freaking Spelunker Party can exist, I could see this having a little place on the Switch somewhere.
Totally. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm JamesmanXtreme.
Doggy Jack 20.
Hylian Princess Lita.
Ronnie.
The Kangaroo.
We shall put this game back where it belongs, back in the dirt holes of obscurity. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.